North Texas will kick it off to get this game underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Bobcats offense will go to work first. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. Every time he gets a chance to make a play, the entire stadium holds its breath.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week. And we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape so fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but
makes the grab in their space. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. And the Bobcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Burgess.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Jackson will throw. Got it in the middle. It's Sparks. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Trying to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets into the 48. The Bobcats are moving quickly down the field. Looking for room. It's Jenkins.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. And the Bobcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target and take him away. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Snagged out of the air.
And I tell you what, when you drop back and you know you got that slot, work in the middle of the field, and you know how fast he is, you just wait for him to come open, throw that strike, and you know he'll take care of the rest. Nice throw, nice catch.
It's caught downfield. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets it up at the 26 for the 1st down. The Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Going to the run, it's Jenkins. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. And the Bobcats have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He shows you all his ability on that TV.
And the PAD makes it 7-0. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the North Texas Mean Green sends out the offense, and they'll go on the attack for the 1st time. And we take a look at this junior transfer running back. He has become a key piece of this offense.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level. They can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns it. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, number one job for this defense, man, try to make him play in the phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a linebacker. Not a good matchup from you. You will lose this.
Jackson gonna throw it. Gets rid of it. Another incompletion on third down. North Texas will have to punt it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Escapes the pressure going right. Fires downfield. Complete to the right. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. We've come to the break, and Texas State has the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So first down here as they go back to work. They'll give it on the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And there's an example of what happens when a quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down. Doesn't convert this time. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds a man on the left. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Jackson will throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Throws to the tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Quarterback never saw his guy early enough. He was open right away, but was just late getting him the ball. Receivers jumping up and down saying, yo, I'm here, throw it to me. But by that time, the defense had already figured out where he was. And because of the late throw, they're able to come up with the interception.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
They'll move the tight end. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And it slipped through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. North Texas will have to punt it away. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Texas State. The hidden yardage, the big play. Special teams coming through. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football on an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on them. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score a TD.
North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Jackson gonna throw it. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake. Got his man. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. First down, 10 yards to go. Running inside. It's White. Nowhere to go on that one. They'll bring up second and 10. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Slings it downfield. Working the middle. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. To the air on second down. Bring him the heat. Finds his big tight end. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Seventh play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on third down. Finds his man. There he goes. Nice tackle there. This free safety coming in like a heat-seeking missile and stopping him a yard short of the first down. North Texas will have to punt it away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. That is coverage just the way you draw it up. Don't even let him get started, and they knock him down deep in his own end. Jackson will throw. Under fire.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation. So the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
They made the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll try to do it himself. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You can see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to... out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's the Spartans.
Well, not a lot the defense could do on that play. They got a curl route. They're playing zone coverage. Everybody got dropped to their spots correctly, but there was just way too much velocity on that throw. They didn't have a chance to break that ball.
They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. And the Bobcats want to pick up the tempo.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. He'll get rid of it. Wide open downfield. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
But what a huge play for the offense. Hitting that throw not only is big for their confidence, but it also flips the field.
Jackson going to throw it. Escapes the pressure to his right. And he just held on to the football too long, and the defense rode him out of bounds and forced the loss. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Buys a little time with his feet. Unleashes one. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Finds his man. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. Just over 20 seconds to play here in the half. How aggressive can they afford to be here? Defense in press coverage. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. He misses his man, the accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The run inside. It's White. They make the play, force a 4th down, but they're out of timeouts, can't stop the clock. The defense uses a timeout, that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Hunt is on its way. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. He wants to change this route. Jackson will throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. Throws to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. The Bobcats will boot it away to start the 2nd half. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped, but when he brought it out of the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. North Texas sends the offense out to get this drive going. trailing by a couple of scores. They'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Keeps it himself. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking for room. It's White. He's going to lose a yard on that one. North Texas in the hurry-up.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Every journey begins with a step. This offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He's knocked down immediately, trying to catch them napping on the run and nothing doing. North Texas will have to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Now on the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Strong, firm tackle.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Bobcats getting set on 1st and 10. Running the red zone, it's Jenkins. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Jackson gonna throw it. Plucks it out of the air. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense, going right down the field in 6 plays, and now set up for 1st and goal.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Dumps it off in the flats. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Tight end now in motion. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the field goal unit is on the field. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Quick release by the QB. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. That's the end of the quarter. Texas State has the lead here. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. So the final period starts with a second down play. Jackson will throw. Gets it out quickly. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. North Texas in the hurry up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
That's caught. It's Milner. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Quarterbacks love throwing slants to big boys. When you got big targets, it's hard to miss them. Great job throwing to a guy that tall, putting it near his body, and he plucks it in for the catch.
North Texas really has it going on offense.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. And whistles as we stop play. A man down, they'll check on him. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And that last play is sort of a microcosm of the kind of day it's been for them offensively in this one. They just haven't really been able to do anything well. They haven't been able to run the ball, catching and throwing, and pass protection like you saw that last play, giving up the sack. There's a lot this offense needs to build on, needs to get better at moving forward.
And defensively, it's so hard when you've got a running back who can get out of the backfield and make plays. And they run him on the wheel route, so I got to ask somebody to stick him, to be good in man coverage. He loses. The running back does a great job setting up the route, running it, and this offense designed it perfectly on third down.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
These are the perfect situations you love to be in. Known passing situations. These are not where the offensive tackles want to be. And when you're on the edge and there's no threat of the run, pin your ears back, get the nice first down set.
And that one's incomplete.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Makes the grab plenty for the first down. Touchdown, North Texas. Rolled his way into the end zone.
On these critical fourth downs, as a quarterback, you've got to find your best matchup. And they didn't just get the first down. He had his guy one-on-one. He took a shot, and it pays off for a huge score.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands.
Number 9, set to kick this one.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They'll go to the counter. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Burgess. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Jackson gonna throw it. They're working that left side. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Maybe a crease. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Running inside, it's Jenkins. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
The give to the back. And they swarm him under.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Oh, he's got some space. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a push down in the red zone at the 14. The Bobcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The run inside, it's Jenkins. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. They'll use the timeout, 6 seconds left on the clock. And here we go, final play of the game right here. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it, just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on down. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes.